Welcome to San Diego, or more specifically La Jolla. Not a lot of time for photography. In fact, I'm only here in La Jolla this afternoon. Tomorrow we're going to be in Long Beach for a meeting for her. And then we're headed back to Taylor over the course of a couple of days. It's pointed the other way. You got to learn which end is the front. I'm actually here at the La Jolla Pier, and it's like 2 o'clock, 2:30 in the afternoon, I think. Guess I should actually check my phone. We're still a couple hours from sunset. Lots of high cirrus clouds. Reasonably good chance we're gonna have some nice color in the backlight, but who knows if I'll still be here. My wife's finishing up some stuff, and then we're gonna go get dinner. Haven't seen her in almost a month, so we'll see. I might take some photos right now. There's a few people surfing, but not a lot, so we'll see. Man, that's really pretty. I think I'm gonna photograph that. Do not make me come smack you in the head. Seagull wanted the bag. So what I'm doing now is I'm just looking for some leading lines that I like. Pointing up to the water outlet up here. So I found something I like. I'm just waiting. There's one guy up here. He was climbing. He's getting a cell phone picture of the water outlet. And I could clone him out later, but easier just to wait a minute. But in the meantime, I can get my exposure where I want it. I'll tell you one thing that's going to trip me up a little bit is the wall on the left-hand side has been painted white, and the wall on the right-hand side is just concrete. So the other choice I can make is I can crop the sky completely out, or I can pan up enough to just catch the sky. I'm gonna shoot it both ways because it's digital. And I'm shooting it as stop down as I can, f/16. I've got a polarizing filter on to darken the sky and kill the shine on the water. I'm at like an 80th of a second, ISO 400. So it's pretty bright out here, and I'm not trying to do anything crazy long exposure. I'm just trying to kill shine and get some depth of field. So I was down low. I think I like up high a little better. Let's me get a little more top down on the beautiful patterns in the sand. Probably can't see that, but I'll put it up. Not a complicated composition, but I like the leading lines up to the waterspout. Let's walk up and see what that looks like. It's always good to turn around. But sometimes you find an interesting composition that's a little different than you saw before. I've got the water pouring off of this. Yeah, that's nice. Pouring off the spout, the sun's almost exactly behind it. I'll pull the camera down and show you in a second. I'm gonna shoot it really quickly. Like that, the light's not all that inspiring, but let me show you what I'm getting. So my horizontal composition looks something like that. This is a 24 equivalent on the GH4, and I'm shooting a 28 on the full frame camera. And I would show you the vertical, but then you'd have to murder me. Let's see what else we can find. And just hope my wife hasn't called and my cell phone didn't ring. if I had my tripod with me, I would be now thinking about getting the neutral density filter out and doing some long exposures on these rocks up here. However, it's in the car, so the this little handle grip thing I'm holding right now on the GH4 is not heavy enough for my big camera. We're gonna go check out these rocks up here that normally aren't available when the tide's in. So maybe after my wife gets done, we'll walk down here when it's a little darker with my tripod. It's a pretty cool area. I think I'm gonna look around in the tide pools and see if I can find any critters. Limited, of course, by the fact that I don't have the right shoes with me. And I'm bringing my backpack, and these rocks are really slippery. Yep, those are slick. Ow. So I'm trying to get, so you can see them, there's a couple rocks covered with green seaweed right there. I'm trying to get that far with dry feet. With wet feet, it'd be totally trivial. This really calls for a long exposure. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything I'm really crazy about. Forgot how pretty La Jolla is, even though I was here not that long ago. It's really hard to beat the light you get here on the West Coast. Really makes me wish I had a portrait session or something to do out here. High cirrus clouds. Anyways, so after I put the camera away to keep from falling and drowning it and me and breaking a leg and everything else, I ended up switching over to my super telephoto. There were a few birds, candlestick birds in particular, out there hopping around in the rocks looking for food. They were more interesting than the landscapes I could get with the light I had right now. Then probably 15 minutes later, like 3 college classes of kids looking for, with the professors showed up, looking at the tide pools out there, just looking at critters, spotting dolphins and stuff offshore. So, and my wife called, so she's done with work for the day. So I walked over to the parking lot where we're gonna meet and go to dinner. So that's probably all I'm gonna do today. Maybe not, maybe I'll pop back in a minute, but it's been kind of a long day travel, so I think I'm just gonna chill out, enjoy dinner, hang out with my wife. I haven't seen her in a while because she's been traveling so much. Maybe watch a movie tonight, or probably compulsively edit photos. We'll see. So, till later. Not sure if I'll do another one on this trip. Hopefully. But if not, this hopefully will be my first one of these. I've been trying to do them for a while. I keep filming stuff and never having the material I want. So hopefully, I think today I have what I need. It's a learning experience. So, until next time, check out later.